Breaking Bridget.
Every week they're pushing me further to the edge of being a teen TERF.
Women prisoners who misgender trans inmates face extra jail time.
This makes me want to melt my brain. It's so infuriating because the High Court rejected a challenge that prevented transgender inmates with a history of violent or sexual offenses against women being imprisoned with other women.
Right. So they still allowed those prisoners to be imprisoned with other women. And
I feel like at the bare minimum, this should exempt you from being with other women, no matter what you are. If you committed a violent or sexual offense against a woman, you probably shouldn't be alongside other women if you're a biological man.
yeah. Well, okay, to be clear, this is in the UK.
The High Court of
Court.
Her Majesty's prison.
Yes. And the extra jail time for mispronouncing people.
It's so crazy because we now live in a world where if somebody is like, he raped me, they're like, that's extra jail time for you, young lady. That is a she.
She has a penis.
It's so infuriating. I feel like we've collectively, this is the biggest bugaboo for me. Because I want to have compassion. I'm sure it's hard to be transgender in a male prison. It's hard for men to be in male prisons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But still, I don't think if you committed a sexual or violent offense against a woman, you should be alongside women. That should just be a no-brainer after that case-by-case basis. But you don't hear of any trans men transferring to the men's prison. Gee, I wonder why that is. Someone tell me, enlighten me. Why would that be? I can't imagine. I just feel like common sense and logic and reason have just flown the cuckoo's nest.
Yeah, they've gone out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for these, like in these positions of power, there is no logic to that kind of decision of, oh, yes, you've committed sexual assault on women in the past. Let's put you in a female prison because you claim to be transgender.
All to be politically correct. Like, I have to follow the money here.
Yeah.
Like
This is where the conspiracy tinfoil hat comes on, because now I start thinking about that Canadian person who's got the billions of dollars, who's fighting all of these lawsuits all over the world and winning them. It just seems like, how did this get so mainstreamed at the top levels?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where people, once again, they're like, we care about the dignity and the safety of everyone and blah, blah, blah. But no, you f***ing don't. Because if you did, you'd care about women being alongside biological men who have assaulted and violently sexually assaulted women.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But no, once again, women just get pushed under the rug.
Yeah.
He raped me. That's extra jail time for you. And she will be sleeping in the bunk below you. It's like, it makes me crazy. It is the patriarchy so crafty. It is subjugating women always at the expense of men. That's what this is over and over again. And you see it everywhere. It's making me a radical feminist.
Yeah.
The irony.
And pushing back against it will get you called transphobic and a TERF. And like immediately slapped with that label, where there's no room for discussion.
There is no room for discussion anymore. This whack.
It's like if you have a
Bridget,
pedophile.
this whack fantasy.
New name.
I'd like to weigh in on the important.
We gotta start selling
Whack.
It's whack. Bridget, every time I go on anything from now on.
Bridget, what do you think?
Bridget, what are your thoughts on this? This shit's whack. Bridget weighs in on the nuanced and important topical events of the day. This shit's whack.